Alright, Gnasty's Loot, the final level of Spyro, and the one that takes the absolute longest to complete. And I think that's because of how many gems are in here. I think there's over 1,000, I know that. There is over 1,000 gems. So I don't know how long this will be, but it's gonna be a long one. And the best part about this level is you can fly. And you can't fly up right here. You have to get to a certain part of the level before you can fly up, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But that's how they designed this crappy level. So we're just gonna run through it and collect all 2,000 gems. That's a lot more than I thought there was. Oh god, there's more egg boys. Well, these guys weren't going anywhere anytime soon, so I might as well go ahead and get rid of him while I can, or while he's still here, so I don't have to do it later. Because why wait later when you can take out Ed Boy right now? So it's kind of a bittersweet moment being almost done with Spyro, because this is my second playthrough on the channel. And I know it's not my best one, at least I wouldn't consider it my best one. I'd consider so far Shadow of the Colossus to be that. That's only because that game, in my opinion, has a lot more going for it than Spyro ever did. But that's okay. Spyro was still really fun to play. I decided to do this so it would basically be done and over with. And not to say that I probably won't ever play it again in the future. It's just I want to get as much done as I can, you know, as far as what games I have access to, what I can play currently and whatever, you know. And that's Spyro right now. And Spyro, it was an easy choice. Like, it obviously is a very easy game to do. It's not that difficult. It's just at the time I was trying to figure out, oh, what do I want to do? What should I do? And I was like, oh, Spyro, that's a pretty easy game. You know, it's got a little bit of difficulty, maybe here and there for your first playthrough. But why not just do a little bit of Spyro? Have some fun, you know? You played through such a big game like Shadow of the Colossus, you might as well play through some Spyro, right? So that's what I decided to do, and it's been a fun. The key went inside of that a little weird, but that's perfectly okay. Okay, well there's an Ed Boy flying, and this guy's gonna fly around really fast because he does not want you to catch him. Which I'm surprised they did this with an Ed Boy once, and only once, and that's in Gnasty's Loot. But whatever, this is what they decided to do, and I am now chasing him. It's taking an eternity to catch him. Please, stop. Dude, oh my god. As I've said before, these guys do not make the game any better. Anything that just makes the game more frustrating and annoying to play through. Like, there we go. Okay, I got the key. I don't know where this key can go. I can only assume. So these chests are gonna need to be blown up by the rockets that you see placed around. There's a rocket here. Let me go ahead and hit this one. Stop. Okay. That's gonna blow up that one right there, I'm assuming. Or that one right there. Okay, never mind. Did a gem fall down there? I don't think it did. Okay, we can now head over here. But I was planning on doing Spyro 2 right after this one. And I decided to hold off on Spyro 2 because I really want to play Final Fantasy. And that is what I'm going to play next. Because I want to play Final Fantasy. But I will do Spyro 2 and then eventually Spyro 3 one day down the road. Just currently, right now, I have no plans to do it. I'm gonna do some Final Fantasy, a lot of Final Fantasy after this. Starting with Final Fantasy VIII, of course, but after a few Final Fantasies, I may return to Spyro and complete the other two games, because Spyro 2 and Spyro 3 are much bigger games compared to just Spyro. So it'll be a lot harder to do those. They'll be much longer than this one, obviously. Like, so far, this is the longest running series on the channel besides, you know, the joke Spyro video, not joke Spyro, besides the joke Skyrim stuff. But besides Skyrim, I mean, Spyro's been the biggest and longest running thing on the channel. And that's cool, because I never would have thought that I would have kept going. I thought I would have stopped eventually. But I haven't, I'm still going at it. How many more gems? There's still quite a lot of gems left. I don't know where I'm missing them all at. I'm gonna assume they're somewhere. They're somewhere around here. I mean, like I said, this is a big level. This is by no means a really small level. This is the biggest level in the game. Okay, I'm gonna assume they're all in here. Epic. Hello. Well, here's Gnasty's loot. This must be the rest of the gems right here. Is this the rest of the gems? That is all of the gems. And you have these cool little pictures right here. There's knowledge. There's patience. Teamwork. Just a bunch of random pictures. You got Gnasty and Orc right there, of course. More knowledge. But we've basically completed Spyro at this point, so the only thing left to do is take one long look and jump onto the return home panel.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Gnasty Nork and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Gnasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
So, it kind of like sets up a sequel, even though it doesn't, because the sequel has nothing to do with the world you're in. You go to a completely different world in Spyro 2, which is cool. It's good. And here we are, back at the very beginning of the stage, a place I haven't seen in a while, and the door that does not open. It's kind of funny, because in Crash Team Racing, they actually made a course in the game for Spyro, and you go through the artisan door, and it takes you to a racetrack, so I thought that was just a pretty cool thing they added in that game. But, with this basically being the last video, I do have to say a few things before I end it. I've enjoyed playing this. It wasn't my favorite playthrough that I've done, and I'm not saying that this is my least favorite, it's just I like Shadow of the Colossus more because I don't really know how to explain it. It's just that game's got a lot more going for it. This game's more of a charming, relaxing game to play, and that's why I chose to do it. You know, just to relax. And I know now, you know, I do have bug snacks, which is going on, but Final Fantasy VIII, I don't think is going to be too relaxing most of the time, unless a cutscene's going on, or story stuff. But for the most part, it's not going to be that relaxing like this game was. So, knowing that, I'm pretty terrified. But I'm really looking forward to playing Final Fantasy VIII. So, with that said and done, I was going to say something else, but I completely forgot what it was. With all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, the last episode of Spyro. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, do whatever. I'll see you all in the next series I do. Goodbye.